Welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on with the deal between the Order and Anti's Choice. But first I'm going to go through Marisol's side quests. But I think I'm going to go with the Order, just because Anti's Choice doesn't align with the character I'm playing, which is, I guess, somewhat good.
This grafting, I am like the cold. My whole damn arm's asleep.
Contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite exam.
I'll handle this.
Pistol.
We've dealt with all of them. That was a close one.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is hardly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I can actually
That was a nice touch.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the Archive.
UNEAC is likely been sorting out the logistics, Carlos.
All Protectorate subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched.
Mobilizing.
Presence in range. Target enemy.
fabricator is charged. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Medkit coming your way. Combatant scan.
Necessary vulnerabilities identified.
Practicing some battlefield medicine. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Please release them. They always come from that big building across the street before they open the gate. They must leave a key in there.
Ah.
It's clear. Go, go, go!
My engineering skills. Premiere. Explosives or lock.
Reason's pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some daft cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form. If you possess them at all.
Proceeding to attack.
Target analyzed.
Lay down fire.
Frankly, tipped off. Back and scan.
That's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up.
Marisol, you're here.
Yes. There'll be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here.
I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Things were left in a...
It was somewhat complicated, even by order standards. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anaïs Bujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anaïs Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
We doing introductions? I'm Inez. Don't mind the uniform, I'm freelance, and got no quarrel with you besides.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order needlessly, heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly. Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending.
What was you working on? The hell?
I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Yes, and it's quite concerning. I understand if your priorities differ from my own, though.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime.
Alright, great. After I steal some stuff. Calculation. Alright. Let's go raid a place. Oh wait, I wanted to check something. I'm just applying Skyrim. Well, not Skyrim, it's more ESO. Skyrim is probably more than dogs. In ESO, you're tempted to do it because it's another Elder Scrolls title, but if you do that, you can get stuck. You can't climb all out and shit like you can in Skyrim.
All those Auntie's Choice adverts claim that each new product is 110% this and that, as if numbers are just another adjective unmoored from evidence. Doesn't it enrage you?
Come now. You can't really expect truth in advertising.
It's not the mistruths. It's the cavalier liberties taken with basic mathematics.
Hostilities are afoot.
You suffered extensive damage, Commander. Medical pack, out! I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Investigating hostile intentions. Law. Ain't no telling how many folk got caught up in this. Every life taken, dozens more are shattered.
Plasma tolerances
Adversary
exceeded.
vulnerabilities identified. Ratcheting up my aggression. Mobilizing. Investigating target analyzed. Lay down fire. Combatant stand. Fortificator at ready status. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Plasma tolerances exceeded. Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Welcome, intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders of winter's grass lay ahead. So please stay on the road. Hey, can you hear me? there, go-getter. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes. Clever sort now, aren't you? Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Our team's presently occupying these premises, but haven't fully brought them to heel, per se. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of the Order. Maybe you could tell us what this place is supposed to be.
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no, dear. I assure you I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and sciencey-looking accessories. I shall update my wardrobe to avoid such confusion.
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely clear what it was used for. As far as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might politely inquire what exactly you're doing here. We scour rival facilities for hidden recipes, secret formulas, special ingredients, and assorted confidential internal know-how, then develop it into products to bring to market. It's a unique brand of warfare, exclusive to Auntie's Choice, designed to break incredible ingenuities out of cloistered captivity and share them across the galaxy.
Hell of a way of putting it. An agent of theirs once liberated a healing compound from my med bag and sold it back to me for twice the price.
Information wants to be freed, then priced and shared along understood lines of commodification and distribution. Well, consider me even more intrigued by your presence. Heard hints this place was some sort of off-the-books research operation, which of course we of Auntie's Choice simply delight in. The Order left some fairly formidable security in one building. Mention that in case the prospect of certain death may inspire you to unburden yourself. Based on your reticence, I take it you're bound for unorthodox notion reclusion then. How exceedingly ill-advised. Ah, well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't die, which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse. Either way.
Huh. Who's this now? Oh, a customer. Appear to need something. Hope you brought the bits to back that up. Got a good supply of Auntie's Choice finest and some well-built Order items scavenged from this very facility. Just
see what you got.
mention where it came from.
Appelbrook. What in the hell? Biggest fan. He sends on fire against us. Interesting. God, broke again. Expose the eye of your revolver. It's not my favorite gun. It's easy, simple, good damage. Red.
test track. Come in, be my guest.
Oh, look who finally decided to appear.
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen.
Yes, I do as well. Have you found anything?
Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Burn down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measures would be prudent. Anais, stay here. Please.
I expected such to be your attitude, but I'll have you know that
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need you to guard this entrance. Anyone appears, come running.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that office. Standard order redundancy measure. Let's out past the barrier over there.
I'll hang back a moment while you depower that fence. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find a way to disable these fences.
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate.
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Help! Please!
Thank you. This is a mistake.
Phew. Well, that's a relief. Didn't think I'd ever get free. Oh, but of course, this is all the bits I have on me. Not much, but thanks. I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
We'll stay here. Did I read that correctly? Seemed concerning.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got company in the form of an Auntie's Choice patrol. Seems their representative wishes to parley.
Don't shoot! Like she said, I'm just here to talk. No, we're not exactly friends at present, but, temporary truce, perhaps? Believe I've pieced together what you all are up to here. And I am willing to offer a mutually beneficial arrangement. Why, you did indeed. And we are exceedingly grateful for it. Spied the signs on the way up. Our team has a keen interest in much of the research stored here. But cataclysmic ends, which I presume you're here to destroy, don't like the sound of that at all. By all means, burn every last trace. But let us keep the rest, and you'd benefit as well.
The idea of any Order research falling into Auntie's Choice hands is utterly abhorrent to me. I advise a rigorous refusal, as in, no witnesses.
I could hear that, you know. Hoping she's not your main negotiator here. Oh, nothing particularly heinous. We may conceivably utilize some information in the possible formation of potential new products. No harm to you, or anyone.
Can't really predict how Auntie's Choice would market heretical miscellany. But I could easily foresee them rushing detrimental cognitive enhancers to market.
Unfortunately, she's right. And our R&D ain't what it used to be. We'd best be careful with any sensitive intel.
I'm wondering, thinking about what I want to do. Because, I mean, I don't think there'll be any real long-term effects, maybe, but nothing that I'll see in this game anyway. I am gonna turn them down just because I'm supposed to be doing the right thing.
Understood. But if it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you complete the process. You know, in case you decide to change your mind.
I'll prep the burners and make sure we have no more visitors.
Burners are lit. Control board is activated. Commence the burn down process.
Full burn, incinerate all. Incinerate the contents of every room except time. Well, I'm wondering, like, if I burn down everything here, like, cause are there stuff in those rooms for me too? Hold on, I'll make my choice in 1 second. Maybe I think maybe slow burn. Do I want to make everyone happy, or do I want to? Do I want to? I can go more into it when I do another playthrough. Let's do. Let's do part.
Yeah. Well then, that seems sufficiently carbonized, cinderized. No half measures from the Order. Say what you will about them, but they are nothing if not thorough.
Excellent. Well, a deal's a deal. Meet me downstairs after you're done here, and we'll settle up.
Never pegged you as such an opportunist. But perhaps there's more to this play than I'm seeing. Perhaps I should be relieved Auntie's Choice didn't get anything universe-threatening.
My original notes and research are burnt to a crisp. It's over. Finally.
I'm sorry. But I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. There's at least one set of copies out there. Give me some time. I'll find them.
What do you need from me?
To go on and live your life. Round other people, not holed up in a dilapidated shack. We'll settle the rest.
You can't possibly expect to leave me behind again without a fight.
Why don't we burn that bridge when we get to it? We still need to get out of here first.
Pleasure doing business with you. I can see we'll have our hands full digging through all you've left us here. We deeply appreciate your assistance in further expanding the ever-growing Auntie's Choice proprietary insight catalog.
Yeah.
Be seeing you.
Suppose this is goodbye. No. I recognize that look in Marisol's eyes. There's nothing for it. Been interesting to see you. Before I forget, I meant to give you this. Little something I made.
So we're good? You and I. Everything... settled?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but good as ever. Don't think I don't see what you're doing with all this, though. You've always been who you are, but you weren't you for decades. A new cause comes up and you take it on immediately. Because saving the universe is easier than confronting yourself. Whoever you are now, whoever you're going to be, just take care. Don't be a stranger.
Goodbye, Anais. Thank you kindly. I think I am. Appreciate your support. Been a spell since I could rely on anyone like that. Though, suspect that's my own damn fault. Ah, Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? What was that last thing she said? Don't be a stranger. Right. All right. I suppose you remain on my good side. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Indeed. I enjoyed this little side quest. It is improves the lethality of her companion depending on which graph she has. If she has, okay, so she has the grapple one. Her first shot with her ability now leaves a pool of plasma.
Hey, Commander. Something tells me the Order won't be keen on letting an enemy soldier walk through their gates. Reckon I ought to step away? What I wouldn't give for a big bowl of Purpleberry Crunch right now. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Heard that rip? Halt! The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable allies. Members of Auntie's Choice are not permitted inside Laplace's garden. Your companion will have to wait outside.
Huh. If only one of us could have foreseen this situation. But I'll stay back, Commander. Ain't no reason to cause a scene.
You should heed the wisdom of your friend.
Yeah, these hues suit my complexion real good.
As likely as I find that theory, we have rules and regulations for a reason. We are at war, you might have noticed. Fine. The consequences be on your head if it proves otherwise. Head on in.
Impressed as I am that worked, I ain't sure about this. Being vastly outnumbered by the enemy ain't a corner I like to be backed into.
It's alright. Worst case scenario is to clear them out.
Agent, I have a message for you. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right. Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top of the stairs. May all your problems precede solutions.
Feels real nice in here. Wouldn't mind us dragging our feet so we can enjoy the warmth a little longer.
The scientician surplus. No more than what you need.
To experience Luminous
Strontius. His answer was the expected one. But I can already hear the obtuse listener bleating.
Smart researchers patronize the scientician's surplus. Quality goods at algorithmically determined prices.
Huh. This is prime real estate, and it's sitting abandoned. Reckon it even occurred to the Order that they could board the folk at Matriarch's Mercy here?
How did your hypothesis about the flowers fare?
I highly recommend you vacate my immediate vicinity.
Alright. I can't help myself.
Breaking into water reconditioning. Someone has a good nose for trouble, it would seem. Let's call me a potential associate, a friend in waiting. I work at the CAF integration point normally, but I have other ties. More suspicious than breaking into an Order-regulated facility? We can talk more, but not here. We might attract unwanted attention. Let's talk somewhere more private. Behind the CAF integration point, perhaps?
Agent, over here. Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Why, without you, Gertie and I wouldn't be alive. And any hope of peace between the Order and Auntie's Choice would be over. Dreadful, you know. Positively dreadful. How the peace talks were interrupted. I felt our two delegations were making real progress. Officially, not at present. Gertie and I have kept up communication through back channels in the hope that the discussions can be reconvened in due time. It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order, and for Arcadia. Though we could certainly use assistance from an outside force like yourself. To begin, I believe you would need to put forth efforts in good faith with each of the two groups. Earning the trust of both sides is essential. Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces. Oh, really? Perhaps the challenge rating is far less than I've hitherto calculated. Well, obviously you'll likely have to act as an intermediary between Ruth and Auntie, which will require some verbal finesse. But let's worry about that step upon reaching it. Transplendent. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I can let you know when it's time to move forward. In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
No admittance without the Artificer Laureate's permission.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia. Not if I cannot gauge for certain if you can be trusted. I cannot allow just anyone to wander into Ruth's quarters. But there is something you could do to prove yourself worthy. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Asa ought to know about this before we make a move. Otherwise, do me a favor and make sure I'm not in the vicinity when she hears of it.
Have an update about that personal matter. You know, back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity. I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, to the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later. May the plan favor us against long odds.
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to faking a high-level communique. And the fact that they also somehow have our codes can only mean that one of our members has been compromised. Such as?
Alright, guys, we're gonna wrap up here, and then I'm gonna continue with the mission to deal with the cultists so I can finish this part of the main story. So, see you next one.